Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me. When we started this little throwaway contest, which really, in my mind, is not that much of a contest, because the fact is it's a destination contest, and I was telling you that I have 2 tickets to the game, but you have to make your way down here or live down here, under your own power. But the fact is, we got a lot of entries, and I was thrilled with all of them. I read all of the entries. I want to thank Matthew, Tony, Jeff, Richard, Brent, James. Let me see who we got. Bill, Michael, Jim, Rolando, Peter, Jeffrey, and another Jeffrey. And I just want to say this, that I was happy with all of the entries, and you're all special and you're all wonderful. But unfortunately, in this world, Rob, we have to have some winners and some losers.
Mike, sprinkles are for winners.
Right.
It's what I've always said.
With this particular contest, in the event that we do not get the person answering or leaving an answering machine on the phone, we will have to reboot, and I will reconfigure the whole thing for Monday. We are not going to do a backup because I have specifically laid out the winners. However, there is a new wrinkle in this contest.
A wrinkle?
Because I liked 3 of these letters, and because I am very happy with our listening audience, we have now not only tickets to the Tampa Bay Boston Red Sox game on Sunday, March 29th. That's a pair of tickets.
Right.
But we will also be giving away single seats to sit next to me to the Pittsburgh Pirates game tomorrow.
Oh, that's excellent.
Woo.
And also the Philadelphia Phillies game on Sunday, March 22nd.
Oh, man.
If the individuals
game, that's bar fight night, isn't it?
That's correct.
I thought it was at the ballpark.
If the individuals that I selected for these particular single seats are not there, I will reevaluate because I have a comfort zone. However, it is time to get to our letters, and we have 3 letters right now. Happy baseball, everybody. Red Sox. Yeah.
We love you,
Okay.
Red
Thank you, Rob. All right, shut up.
We love Red Sox.
All right. This is our big winner. This is the winner of 2 tickets to sit behind me and a family member. I'm not sure what family member. I'm going to have family down here then, and so I'm not sure what family member I'm going to be taking out there, but let me share the letter with you.
Nice.
You can now relax. Your Red Sox winner is right here. My son, husband, and I will be in the area the day that Mike's contest is going on. Coming in from Iowa, a shout-out to KCJJ.
Coming in hot.
And if that isn't fate, not sure what is. My 10-year-old son, Jackson, you throw a kid in, you throw a 10-year-old kid. 10, that is prime baseball time right there. You throw that kid, and that got me right away, whom I have introduced to the Mike O'Mara Show in small bits. His favorite voice is Charlie. Will freak out, along with his mama, if we actually win and get to spend all day at the ballpark with the Mike O'Mara while watching a preseason Major League Baseball game. Unfortunately for Jackson, his team is the Tampa Bay Rays, so it could be fun making a little wager as well. We'll see. That's fun, too.
Yes.
Because you know what? The way I feel in my twisted little way of thinking, I get tired of all the Red Sox fans. I think it's good to have some of the Tampa fans, some of the native Floridians supporting their team down here.
And
but
you know what,
I'm
Mike?
still a Red Sox fan.
10-year-old, also a great baseball age, but also a great gambling age. So there should be a wager.
Now, bribery is also something that I am very, very, very fond of. So the PS is, if I don't win, Mike arrange a meet and greet before or after the game for the losers. LOL. Absolutely not. Thank you very much. Well, no, because a meet and greet has to be something where you just say, we're going to be here, everybody come on over.
Right.
And I'm not going to narrow cast it for people that didn't get tickets to the game
and
and
you've got a
have them
packed
come out
schedule.
to a ball game. JetBlue Park is out in the middle of nowhere.
It's got
It
too
would
much
not
going
work.
on.
And what's more appealing when you really want to boost attendance than a meet and greet for losers?
Thank you.
I want to be a part of that.
PPS, she writes, if I am chosen, I would buy Mike anything that he wants from the gift shop.
You wouldn't let her do that, would you?
wow.
Come on. You're better than that.
Shut up, Oscar. All the best, Ann Rauschar.
Oh, cool.
Ann Rauschar, and we're going to call Ann right now. And if the answering machine says Red Sox or she is there, she's going to be the lucky recipient of 2
quick
tickets
connect.
to sit behind me.
It's ringing.
Very, very, very exciting. Let's see if Ann is home.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
No whammies. No whammies.
Oh, dear. Not sure I like the 3 rings.
Might be taking Jackson to school.
Is
Well.
it the same time in Iowa right now, or is it
No, the
early?
current time in Iowa is 1962. No, they're an hour earlier than us, so it's a little after 9 o'clock there.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 3.
Phone number. Oh, sorry, Ann.
Ooh.
Sorry, Ann. You are SOL. You would have had the tickets, and I will not relent on that. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. I cannot do that at all. You know what? I'm going to do an audible right here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make an audible
Great
because,
client.
because this was so.
Audible.com.
This is. I'm doing this for all of the people from south of the border. They say because the
my
fact
people?
is, I enjoyed this letter so much because it was
See?
just. It had just enough of the English language.
The flavor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this letter comes to us from. Oh my God! There's no phone number in here. I'm sorry, he's screwed too. This is why I said I'll never do this again. Hold on, I'm going
Rolando?
back. No, all right. You know what? We're gonna move right on. We're
All
gonna
right,
move
Mike, we
on.
gotta
Right
move
Kill the
on.
Rolando.
Ann, you killed me, Ann. You killed me, and you're screwed. You're not going. You're not going because you weren't there and you didn't leave it on the answering machine.
You lose.
Answer
You
your
get
phone,
nothing.
people. You get nothing. Nothing. I am furious at you.
I just got a text, Mike. Anna's with Rolando. They're buying a cell phone for him.
And Rolando, when we make it real clear to include a phone number and you don't do that, you're screwed.
man.
The only reason I was going to share your letter is because it was so poorly written. Thank you very much. That's what I was going to do.
Mike, you know what? He'll have fun at the meet and greet for losers.
Hey,
Right.
what about the
Exactly.
second and third place winners?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the
Place
second
and
place. This
show.
is a single ticket. All right. So this comes to us from a gentleman in Maine. Good day, sir. I said good day.
Nice.
I was so excited to hear about the opportunity to go to a Red Sox game with Mike, I had to email immediately. I just booked my tickets to come down to Fort Myers, and I arrive today.
Whoa.
Today.
And he's staying for 6 days. I would love the opportunity to enjoy 2 of my favorite things at the same time, Mike O'Mara and the beloved Red Sox. I am currently shoveling a path to the oil tank in my house in Maine so I can get a delivery through the 6+ feet of snow on the ground. Meh, my lips hurt real bad. I need this. Sincerely, Patrick O'Reilly. Let's call Patrick because if Patrick is free, he will be going to the game with me tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm going to stay for a couple of innings.
It's exciting,
No, I'm
isn't
kidding.
it?
I'm kidding. So let's see. Let's see what happens. So looking for Patrick O'Reilly, please.
Speaking.
Patrick, this is Mike O'Mara from the Mike O'Mara Show. How are you?
Oh my goodness. Yes, not gay.
Do you have something on in the background, Patrick, by any chance?
I am at the airport. Sorry.
Oh, you're at the airport. Patrick, unfortunately, our tickets for the grand prize were for the end of the month, but because I know you, and you have been nice to me in the past, and I am aware of you, I have a single ticket to sit next to me at the Pittsburgh Pirates Boston Red Sox game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And my question to you,
Are you kidding
Patrick,
me?
I am not kidding you. If you are available, I am available, and you're going to the game tomorrow with me if you want to.
the beer is on me all day.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Attaboy.
all day, baby.
Congratulations,
All day.
Patrick. Let me see. So you've got Patrick's number, boys, right?
Yeah,
And
we
we'll
do,
get
we do.
Patrick the details, and
Yes.
we'll work that out after the show. But, yes, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates and Boston Red Sox tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Patrick, you and I sitting side by side. I hope you're not that fat. Certainly not as fat as me. I think I've seen pictures of you, and you're not a fat guy, so that's a good thing. We'll see you at the game tomorrow, Patrick.
I am so pumped. That's awesome, Mike. Thank you very much.
All right,
man.
very good.
We'll text
Looking
you.
forward to it. We'll see you
Cool.
tomorrow.
Ciao,
So
ciao.
long.
Very
Awesome.
good. And
Bye-bye.
now, yes, not one winner, not two winners, three winners.
And you
but
might-
unfortunately,
Yeah.
You want him to meet you at your house, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, should I text him your address?
That way, you can save on parking.
when my radio brothers don't come down to visit me, I have to get my fill somehow.
We have guests.
That's why Ann has so hurt me today.
I know, it's hurtful.
That's
it's
tough.
And if Ann was able to make it right, or friends of Ann somehow that are streaming this show, and Ann was in some way able to reach out, I might reconsider before the end of the broadcast.
You let her know what
Yes.
she did to
Man,
Mike.
you really
This is
want
Ann
something from the gift
Rauschar.
shop, don't you?
If you know Ann, or or somebody, that's it. That's
Yeah.
all I can
and
throw
if
out
you're
there. But
looking for her
unfortunately,
on Facebook, white lady.
and the fact is that people that stream this show, that they're not the large group. The large group are
No.
people that download it at their convenience, like Ann's phone number.
One.
All right, very good.
Okay, ready? We're going
Yes.
with the third winner.
The
Right.
third winner here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, coming in at show, Mike, paying $280.
This is another single seat for the Philadelphia Phillies against the Boston Red Sox on Sunday, March 22nd, sitting next to me. And here is the letter.
Yes.
I felt I was obligated to do this. As requested, to paraphrase the great John Lithgow, why select when you can settle? Adam Sternberg.
What an a-hole.
Little
Adam
check.
Sternberg. Let's give Adam a call right now, because if Adam is available, but Adam's a nudge, so
Yeah.
that we have the potential of, well, my daughters happen to be in this, so this could be very awkward and very fun.
However,
But if-
Mike, him winning is truly a mitzvah.
I was waiting for it.
That's right.
Come on, Adam. Let us down not.
Hello?
Yes, looking for Adam Sternberg, please.
I'm speaking.
Yes, Adam.
See,
Adam,
I
this
told
is
you.
this is Mike O'Mara from the Mike O'Mara Show. How are you, Adam?
I'm fine, Mike. How are you guys?
I'm doing fine, Adam. Adam, I got your letter, and now I have to explain to you. We have given away one pair of tickets, actually a single seat, and then we had our original winner with the 4 tickets who was not at home, and I'm very disappointed. However, your letter amused me so much with the John Lithgow impression that, Adam, I am here to tell you that if you are available, I have a single seat to sit next to me Sunday, March 22nd at 1:05 p.m. for the Red Sox Philadelphia Phillies, if you are not predisposed, Adam. And I know you're an honest guy and you have lots of plans, so I'm hoping maybe we'll have that delicious awkwardness. Will you be able to
March
come to the game?
22nd, week from tomorrow, right?
That is a week from Sunday, Adam. Yes, a week from Sunday.
Oh, he doesn't know about Sundays, Mike.
You see how difficulties making. Adam, I have to go. I'm a very busy man. I can't let you just hem and haw and all this. So
I don't think I'm available, sadly.
I love it.
Goodbye,
Good.
a-hole.
So long, a-hole. Thank you very much. All right, there you go. All right, that's Adam
Boned
Sternberg.
by Adam Sternberg.
I was boned by Adam Sternberg.
Yeah.
Patrick O'Reilly, the only man that supported me was this man. All right,
Oh,
because
my God.
Yeah, you're giving away a ticket to the world's quietest man sitting in an airport.
right.
What could be so important that a week from Sunday he can't go to a ball game?
I don't
No,
know.
it's- but I
know it
knew
isn't
he would
church.
do that. I knew he would do that. That's
Yeah.
what he's about. He's a good guy. I like him. I was hoping that would happen.
You got
So
your wish.
let's do this again. I want to call Ann Rauschar one more
One
time.
more time. All right.
I want to call Ann Rauschar one more time because I yelled and I was upset, and I just want to make it right.
You
Let's see what happens.
Mike, like any person, you crave resolution.
I do, absolutely.
So we are calling her right now.
Right now. Now, do you think she's looking at the phone number going, I don't know what that
And then
phone
press it
number
at
is?
It
then
could
did
be.
second call.
Could be.
I'll leave a message because that's the kind of person that I am.
Do they have Skype in Iowa?
I think so.
Yeah. I know they have telephones. I've seen them.
Well, she doesn't have to have Skype. This is just calling, her regular number there.
Yes.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
I'm going to call for my cell.
Oh, okay. Because maybe she sees the Skype number, doesn't like
She's
it.
like, oh, man.
All right.
I don't want the Skype now. I'm going to call. This is great. I didn't even block my number.
Incidentally, it's the most effort I have ever put into, and I've got backups here. I have backups, but I just,
and you wonder,
I thought this would be nice.
You wonder why your tickets aren't selling. You literally can't give them away.
No.
I mean, this has become a thing. You know what, Mike? As the kids say on the internet, you can't even.
You'd never know that driving into the goddamn parking lot with 750 Lexo Buicks that, crawling at 1 mile an hour with stupid people.
I come from the planet
me.
Lexo Buick. I mean
Right.
you no harm.
Mike,
And
instead
to be
of
honest-
a message, I can send her a text. I started with "Hey C," and then we
No,
can go
no,
from
no,
there.
No, don't be that
You
angry.
don't spell Ann
I'm
with a
not
C.
angry.
Right.
I was just,
Maybe she's at spin class. I mean, she's
because they have
busy.
a Soul Cycle in Iowa.
They do.
I'm sure.
So
Please.
the bottom line, here was my criteria. My criteria was if you were down here and you went to other games and you were going to that kind of took you out of the running. And there was one person that did that. And so that kind of did it. And I was just like, okay, you get to see games. If you were calling for somebody else that lives down here that might be a snowbird, that took you out of the running as well.
Okay.
All right. If you also were down here and you didn't have any plans to come down here.
Yeah.
And you hadn't made those plans, that also kind of took you out
it
of the
rings
running.
untrue. You're not going to fly down for a couple of $8 tickets.
How many
Let me
minutes-
tell you what
How
go
many
ahead,
minutes
Oscar.
left for the show?
We have
Roughly.
72 minutes left. in
Okay,
the show.
I'm writing Ann right now. Hey, Ann, it's Oscar from TMOS. You have 72 minutes to claim your tickets. You see.
Oh.
Does that work? Is that
Did
fair?
you say it was the letter, or you didn't use the
No. It looks like I mistyped, but we all know what I meant.
All right, very good.
Hey,
Well,
Adam
then,
Sternberg has already texted me.
What did he say? Of course he does that. What did he say?
He says, I have to take my daughter on a college trip that week.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's perfect.
I thought,
That's
but
perfect.
He thought the game that it was in contention was in 2 weeks, and then second text, sad trombone.
All right, we'll start the show, you hump, and we'll see what happens. All right. There we go.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Attention students, the halls of our prestigious institution have been compromised by the stench of cyberbullying. It is the stench of ones and zeros and electronic hardware probably manufactured somewhere in China. But these YOLO terrorists will not be tolerated. Malloy High will now be put under internet martial law. That's right. Each student will be required to turn in their phone to their teachers and retrieve at the end of the day until we have gotten to the bottom of this.
No more phone. Oh, can you hear me now, jerks?
There will be no Vine, no Flickr, no Tumblr, no Tinder, no Facebook, no Hulu.
Just say no internet,
No
dude. We
Grindr,
get it.
no Wiki, anything. That is all.
What?
You heard him. Drop them in the box. You can pick them up after school, maybe.
God, I've waited a long time for this.
When I went to high school in the 90s, we didn't have emoticons, we had actual facial expressions. Look into it.
Hit the beat and take it to the verse now.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Cappy Fiber Studios from sunny Southwest Florida, the best exotic marigold community. That went outside of the lady from Iowa that wasn't available. That went as well as it could have been expected.
Mike,
I
is
loved
that
Adam Sternberg. He didn't
she's
disappoint me.
Also emotionally unavailable, which I find sad. But, this is fun because she still has 70 minutes to call in.
Yeah, to be honest with you, O'Reilly's the only one I really wanted to go to see the game. Florida, it's our nation's capital. Also, that's where we do the show from. This is the Mike O'Mara Show, powered by Encore Insurance Services, and heard daily for over 5 years at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Online, on air, and on your mobile device, the Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it, and if you're here, you do too. Our show today brought to you by Mack Weldon. I told you about Carla slipping into a Mack Weldon t-shirt, and she said, oh my God, that was a direct quote. Men's underwear, essentially the same for 50 years. Mack Weldon is here to upgrade your underwear drawer for 2015, or how about upgrade instead of upgrade? Thank you very much. Make a resolution to change your underwear because the guys at Mack Weldon thought that underwear could be made better, and they did it. It is an amazing fabric blend. It's like no other. We don't say that lightly. You try this on, you will feel it and say, that is different. I've never felt anything that is that comfortable. It also holds its shape. It won't ride up. They have cool zones for added comfort. MackWeldon.com has great multi-packs and starter kits, plus the best undershirts and socks you have ever worn. Here is a special deal. Just for our listeners, go to MackWeldon.com and enter the code TMOS for $5 off, plus free expedited shipping on orders over $50. You can buy more. You can save more. Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. That is MackWeldon.com. MackWeldon.com, and we thank them. Well, welcome to the show. Whoa. Very, very happy
Oscar,
to be with
has she
you
called
boys.
yet?
She has not called, gentlemen, but I'll let you know.
Would you accept, Mike, a text reply for the tickets?
No, you gotta call.
Gonna have to really at least have human
Michael
contact
Mara,
with her.
Rob.
I understand.
Rob, look, the bottom line is,
I know the guy.
The bottom line, we got roughly 20 entries for this contest, and so I'm delighted with that. I would have been happy with 4.
At this point, you're doing it for her son.
But the fact is
the
fact is, even though it's a smaller time contest and it's not like what we used to do on the Redidio, the fact is that there are prize pigs.
Oh, I
and
know,
you know how that works. There are
Always.
people that are me, and they send it out there without really giving it any thought. And so
you did a great job of weeding out the me crowd. And keep in mind, Mike, up to now, our greatest giveaway has been a fruitcake. So I say this is, for us, a big contest. This is a day at the ball game. And you know what?
Because
people
we are
need
smaller.
to take it seriously.
Because we are smaller and because we do things differently here, the fact of the matter is that we will give you an opportunity to win, but we have standards. And that means, like, when you give a phone number, be there. And if you're home, we will do that. And I just realized that I didn't arrange any of the commercials for today. So talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. And, thank you.
We got the first commercial in, and that's what's important.
Well, you know what? He got out of his routine.
Good. It's a new one.
Because we had contest Friday.
And also, I think all of the printers have gone bat-ass crazy. I had a total, for no reason, my printer it changed all its settings yesterday.
Was it an upgrade?
It was. There was a firmware update.
I'm blaming for all of this. I am blaming Apple. I am blaming Apple for software updates.
See how it goes.
I would never go back to that either, but the fact is that I know a lot of people that have had a little... Oh, by the way, Mrs. O'Mara,
yes.
With my son being sick the other day, I didn't even mention this to you guys, rolled into the Apple store and cried sick baby and was able to get seen before Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, her phone totally it seized. What was the resolution?
They gave her a new one. They couldn't figure it out, which to me also now when you roll into these Apple Genius bars is about 9 out of 10 times they take the product and go, can't do anything with it. And they give you a new one because no one back there is really fixing crap.
I'll take a new one, though.
Yeah, you know
what,
I'll
take a new one, but the same.
10 out of 10.
But here's the thing, though. Oscar, you'll agree with this.
Yes.
This great company, Apple, has really screwed the pooch with customer service. They used to be the gold standard, and now you've got a place down here. You're telling me that I've got a phone. I've got a phone down here that is dead on Monday, and I can't even speak to somebody until Saturday night
because the phone is broken.
That is totally inadequate.
It was just a joke, Mike. These are trying times.
I know it is.
We're trying to keep it light.
The timeline is for the rubes. The people that actually know what's going on go in there, demand something new, and they give you something new.
Yeah, she had a sick baby and bad
well, she actually did do that, so she's not a rube.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's for the rubes that wait.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to go in there and demand what you want, like anything else.
I recall, Mike, we issued some recommendations when you talked about this problem. How much of her getting action was sick baby, and how much was
low cleavage.
She just said, "I've got a sick baby." She literally, here's the truth. She told the truth. She wanted Michael had a rash, and she wanted to get in to see the pediatrician right away, and she wanted to call the office, and she didn't have a phone to do that. And she used my phone for a couple of days, and she didn't have one with her, and so she was just doing the honest thing there and
the
trying to
fact
get
that they give you a new device is brilliant to me.
It's brilliant, but here's the problem. It's the way they do it. Is, the Apple Store, I know it's laid out with all their feng shui and the screens are tilted at the right angle, but you go and you talk to the Genius Bar for 15 or 20, and then they say, hold on, and they disappear to the back room.
Yeah, behind the silver wall.
The back room has got
behind
to be
the silver wall. Listen to the way he even expresses it. Behind Oscar, the shining silver wall on the hill.
Mile high.
I always wonder what's going on back there.
Yeah, I picture the back room of an Apple Store, Mike, like
they're smoking cigarettes,
like a swinging wedding reception. I think there's a live band, there's an open bar, there's streamers, there's confetti. But
what I picture
forbid,
it like?
You can't get to the back room.
I picture it like Eyes Wide Shut. They go back there and everybody's banging.
And they're all all the geniuses are wearing masks like Madonna's backup singers.
And
they're
imagine
with the horns.
If you've ever been to a Genius Bar, picture that for a second. Those guys banging people.
Oh,
that's nasty.
Oh, no.
That's as nasty
Mike,
as it gets.
in this
right
Georgetown location, the one I go to, my home base.
Yeah.
There is you've seen a Rofo? Yeah. The woman that runs the place looks like an effing supermodel. I kid you not.
This is it yours?
I walked into that place and I said, that girl in the blue shirt does not work at this store. And I remember because I was returning something and they were giving me like a big to do real quick about the receipt, and I said, look, can I get your manager? And she comes strutting up like she's walking up a runway, and I said, oh, this is going to be tough to sell to this chick.
Right.
But she was a 10. She said, you want to return this? All right, no problem. Here you go.
The last time I was in there, they had red shirts on. And let me tell you, she looked a lot better in a red shirt than a blue shirt.
Why don't you calm down? Why don't you keep it in your little smelly pants, okay?
You know what?
Jesus
I believe
Christ.
Rob Ford is imagining himself behind the silver wall.
In casual conversation, I got out of her that she just moved here from San Francisco.
Oh, my God. And you know what we get?
Where is your store? Where's your store
in
located?
Georgetown.
And we go to the
Georgetown.
suburban Apple stores, and what do we get, Mike? We get TJ. We get former show intern TJ.
If we get an opportunity, not that I ever think we will, where you boys come down to visit here, I will take you to the Apple store. I think Oscar and I've probably been to that one.
I've actually been there already, yeah.
You know the vibe in that one, right? The vibe in that one is so entitled and stupid at the same time.
He's not kidding. One, it's not as big as your typical Apple store. It's as big as a Radio Shack. So it's more narrow.
Are you sure it wasn't a Radio Shack?
I'm positive because I had to go get a charger.
Right.
So I walked in there and I knew right away, and it is slammed, right?
Of course.
It is slammed at all
Absolutely,
times.
always. It is slammed from the minute it opens until the minute it closes, and I'm not sure if I guess they're open 7 days a week, right?
There was a line outside.
Upper demographics, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a lot of wheelchairs.
Well, you know what? If you're here during the season, it is a mixture of upper demographics, older demographics, and the vastly entitled.
Yeah,
the
when I was
vastly
there,
entitled.
there was a lot of Tommy Bahamas. And a lot of nurses pushing the elderly in and out. Which I said, well, at least it's handicap accessible.
So what happens, I'm guessing, Mike, I've never been there, but this is the image I'm getting. You go into the world's tiniest Apple store.
Yes.
And an older orange man in a massive silk shirt and a straw Greg Norman hat says, I can't get the watch to sync.
Oh, you know what I've never talked about? You know,
problems. That's what it's like. It's little problems.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've never talked about down here? The man woman.
Oh,
have I ever, Oscar? Have I talked to you about the man woman?
As a matter of fact, we had a great encounter with one at Dillard's.
Okay, yes, the peach. They wear peach.
All the time.
They wear peach all the time. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I will tell you about what happens when you just venture out to get a haircut and let the car take you where it will.
Oh, no.
And then you see haircuts for men, and you walk into what I will refer to as the hater barbershop. We'll be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls. I'm Tony Perkins.
I'm Rob Santana.
Coming up on the next episode of our show, he's Gary Stein, really. We're going to talk about bizarre addictions.
Yes.
Do you know there are people out there who eat toilet paper?
Yes. I do know that.
You brought it up.
I know. That's how I know.
And we're going to give you an anatomy lesson about women.
Yes.
How they're really built, how it all works.
This is stuff you should know.
Please join us on the next episode. Subscribe to The Tony Perkins Show on iTunes.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program brought to you by Sleep Number. So, what keeps you from sleeping your best? Do you sleep too hot? Do you have a snoring bedfellow? Maybe it's just a lousy mattress. Well, guess what? Sleep Number has an adjustment for all of it. Whether you want to take the roar out of the snore or adjust each side of the bed to the perfect firmness, Sleep Number has innovations designed for your ultimate sleeping comfort. Every new Sleep Number bed is available with Sleep IQ technology. We've told you about that for a good long time. Then they use the dual air technology inside the bed. That's the original technology. The built-in sensors tell you how you're sleeping and allow you to make adjustments to optimize your sleep. It's amazing what a fraction of an inch can do to that snorer next to you, and I love my Sleep Number bed. Sleep Number has FlexFit adjustable bases with choices you'll love, like Partner Snore technology. Snoring is a huge issue in our society, and they've tackled it at Sleep Number, and I'm very proud to be associated with that. My Sleep Number setting is an 85. Carla's is a 65. Come in right now and save $600 on the Sleep Number i8 bed, rated #1 by a leading consumer magazine. You can know better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today only at one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. Again, that number is 800-511-0061. And don't forget to wink and tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you.
Hey, maybe the problem at the Apple store, Mike, is when you go in, you don't wink. Maybe. Bad eyes. Winking. I think you got something in your eye. Maybe you need some of our new eye Visine. Or actually, Apple sells them. They're called eye drops.
And Roush.
Line outside that store when I went there.
Good.
Hey, anything for man?
Nothing for man.
Oh, damn
it. Quick update. Nothing for man.
You never know what somebody's reality is. You know that? You never, ever
hey, man,
really
walk
know,
a mile in her shoes, Daddy-o.
Yeah, that's right. Wonder if she's sawing wood. Anyway, so I go out yesterday to get a haircut.
Right.
And Mrs. O'Mara was, what was she up to? She was doing something. And
was she lunching?
No, she was not ladies who lunching yesterday.
Okay.
But I had about 2 hours of free time where I could do all the errands that I needed to do. And I was looking forward to it because, you know, most of the time I've got baby and wife in tow, and we all do things collectively. So I rarely have that moment where it's just me
you.
time. And,
what about the boy? Were you without the boy?
What about I was without? Well, I was with the boy later. And,
okay, but not for this 2 hour hunk.
Yeah, not for this 2 hours. And so I ventured out to provide the family with the evening meal. Was trying to go to a seafood market to find some fish for dinner. And
I've got a call coming in. Excuse me, Mike.
Oh,
okay, very
man.
good.
Mike,
Right,
any fish you wish.
Let's see what happens. We're going to see what
Oscar.
happens. And
if he starts speaking Spanish, it's probably a family member.
Right, exactly.
He's taking the
seems
call.
like, well, the fact that he's lingering on the call would indicate that it's
so you went to the
probably Oscar
fishmonger.
I went to the fishmonger and got some shrimp, and they were lovely.
What size?
The mediums. Got some mediums.
That's
Oscar,
your
what's the deal with the phone call?
It was from Infinity, and I don't even own an Infinity. Apologize. I didn't recognize the number. He said, "Is this a good time to call?" I said, "No," and hung up.
Right.
This is the worst time.
And then the other thing, so I was tasked with doing that, and I told him to ice up the shrimp because I still had to go and get a haircut. And I've had bad luck trying to find good barbershops down here. They just don't have a lot of the ye old barbershops.
Yeah.
Like, you know that one we had in Manassas that I
great
love
one.
so bad
Yeah.
with my lady Judy, and she does such a nice job. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to drive south and drive some of the main arteries and by the strip malls and keep my eyes open.
Sure.
And so that's what I did. That's not always the best practice as far as I'm concerned.
Really? Because, didn't you find Judy quite by accident?
No, I think somebody told me about a good barbershop, a good cheap barbershop.
Yeah, because
you might have told me about
it. You're spinning the wheel is what you're doing. You're spinning
Yeah.
the wheel
Yeah.
of
But
what
I
am I
also-
gonna walk into.
I
Do
also,
you look at Yelp reviews. I like doing that.
Or you could have done Siri. Siri will tell you how to get your haircut.
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't do any of that. I just wanted to drive. I wanted to make it that kind of task, and I just felt like doing it.
Like if you
so
got
I'm driving
on the bike
along.
and just went on and found a place.
I got into the car, I was riding down, and I went by, and I went as far as Bonita Springs, Florida, and in Bonita Springs,
that's a hike for you.
there was the only place I saw that was because I didn't catch things out of the corner of my eye. The only place I saw was a place called Savannah's Beauty Salon. Well, I'm not walking in there. I'm not walking into a place that says Beauty Salon because that tells me
NBC's own Savannah Guthrie.
Savannah Guthrie. That's it.
Come and get straight plain hair at
Right.
Savannah's Beauty Salon.
I wasn't going to do that. And then I knew that I had seen what I thought was a barber shop in one of the strip malls across the street. So I drove back, and I see something, haircuts for men. I'm like, oh, fantastic.
There we go.
That is perfect. Haircuts for men. I mean, they specialize in cutting
Barbershop.
men's hair.
Yeah.
It's even better than that, a salon-style place that cuts men's hair.
Cool.
So I walk in, and this is the first thing. You know when you go into a barbershop, usually it's, I think the word would be cluttered. Right.
Okay, that's fair.
You've got a stand here. You got chairs. You've got shampoo stand. You know, it's all the furniture is everywhere. Right.
Right.
I walk into this place, and of course, there's one guy right before me, an old guy pulling in, and I'm like, I felt like our old coworker where I said, naturally,
of course,
and so I followed this guy in, and we're the only two people in there.
Did you try to get in before him?
No, that would have been. It was too obvious.
Okay, all right.
Because I missed it, I overshot it, and I had to turn around. I said, "I know he's pulling in there. I know he's pulling in."
And
but he's a real old guy, and their haircut takes about 3 minutes.
It should
So
be
it's not
said,
that
Mike.
big a deal.
For people that are newer listeners, they should know you have a thing for haircuts. And when we used to travel more, one of the things you would do when you'd get to a town is you would find a place and get your haircut.
Yeah,
you love a good haircut.
Well, no, I don't think I love it as much as I just put it off. So I think it might even be the opposite. I don't really like the experience that much. I really don't. I don't like it.
I miss it.
When I had Judy, my lady in Manassas, you don't get them anymore, do you?
No, Harry's cuts my hair, Mike.
So I walk in, and half of this retail space is completely empty, and then there's a row of barber chairs along the side, like little salon chairs, and there are two ladies that are larger, that are just they look all right, but they're sitting there, and the old guy is getting into the first lady's chair,
right,
and then the other lady who has her hair I would best describe as probably working girl with Melanie Griffith. You know what I mean? Those hairstyles.
Yeah.
But I'm in, right? I'm in, and it's too late. It's too late. Unless you're going to be horrifically rude, you're caught. You're there. You're going to get it done.
And so
right?
half the facility is empty. I mean, it's does it look like they tried to sublet and failed?
No, it is. It looks like they laid it out in a kind of a haphazard way, with not a lot of thought.
Is it like Better Call Saul's offices?
It's no, because Better Call Saul's offices, that would be a nail salon, and you'd have furniture everywhere.
Okay.
You know how Better Call
his actual office where you have to close the file cabinet before you can sit on the couch.
No, Attorney McGill has to actually negotiate his way through, all sorts of stuff to get back to his little
hive of
cot.
activity.
With aquariums and everything.
And so I walk in, and I'm trapped, and I'm caught, and I sit down, and I go, what the hell? Let's go for it.
How bad
and,
could it be?
So she says, so what can we do for you today? And I hate it when a barber says that to me, because I counter it every time with, well, I'd like a haircut. And then I wait for them, and because they're lazy, and they want it all spoon-fed to them, and I'm pissed.
Did any smart-ass remark come to mind? Because how great it would be. Greet me like they greeted you, and I would tell you what I could say.
So what can we do for you today?
I have 3 months to live. See, you do that.
Haircut over with.
Yeah. So I really appreciate if you could get the lead out, baby.
But you know what, Rob? You know that I actually don't mind social situations.
No, you're
I'm
good at it.
somewhat of a gregarious person.
Right.
I really don't, Oscar. If I'm meeting
You
new
don't
people,
mind them on your terms.
on my terms, and going into a barbershop are my terms.
You're
I'm
a
going and
customer.
I'm choosing to do this.
You're the client, Mike.
Exactly. On my own terms.
Cater to my whims in the
Yes.
barber shop. And
Right.
I want it on my terms.
That's how it works.
Do you,
So-
is there for if I'm going to a barber, I prefer a man. If I'm going to a beauty salon, I prefer a woman.
I've had good haircuts from men and women, and I prefer anybody touching me. I prefer it to be a woman than a man. I don't like men
A man
touching
can
me.
give a hell of a haircut, though.
This is true.
I don't know, when I used
and
to-
I've had great haircuts from men in a salon or in a barbershop.
When I used to go to $5.99 haircut in Manassas, Mike,
Yes.
you did not want the man because I think he had emphysema. The rattling was distracting. The lady was great, but the man, it sounded like the building was settling. It was not great.
Well, do you guys remember how earlier in the week I was talking about the fact that we all ought to just speak up when things are
Tell people what's what.
And I was saying that applied to the whole racial issue.
Yes.
Well, this might not have been the racial issue per se. Well, yeah, it sort of was,
Oh,
but
what'd they say?
I'll get to it. No, it
Talk
just
about my people.
I guess I'm gonna get a little political. I'm sorry for those haters that don't like me to do that.
I tell you what it is. It's barbershop politics.
It's barbershop politics.
And water cooler talk.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
Big sugar.
just let's suffice to say I'm not going back. We'll take a break. Come back with more. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We spend so much time talking about us here at TMOS. Okay, we spend so much time talking about us here at TMOS. Let's take a moment to talk about you.
Oh, that's nice. You.
Are you happy? Look at me. If you're straight. Are you happy?
Mike, I know for a fact my father is streaming the Ustream live today. Talk to my
Bob?
dad. Yes.
Bob? Bob?
This is great.
Are you happy, Bob? Are you getting enough sleep? Bob? Bob Spiewak? Are you getting enough sleep? Can you, Bob? Can you look at me and not that picture? Can you look at me and not that picture, please? Thank you. I know she's lovely, but there's plenty of time for that. Oh, she is lovely. Wow, look at that. Anyway, all right. Are you getting enough sleep? Eating your veggies? You have to take care of yourself and occasionally treat yourself to the best things in life. You should subscribe to the 2015 TMOS bonus package.
Yeah.
Subscribe for a full year and you'll get full access to all of the 2015 bonus content, on-demand video access to every bonus show, access to the entire bonus show anthology at over 25% savings, and it's a great way to support your favorite podcast. It's waiting for you at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Just click the banner marked TMOS bonus packages, and now you can even pay with a credit card. The TMOS bonus packages, because you're worth it.
Yes, Bob.
Thank you.
My
Thank you very
father.
much.
My father.
All right. So getting back to it. So I sit down and I have been around political arguments my whole life. You know, I like it, Rob. I enjoy getting into it.
Some of your fondest
it's fun.
memories as a boy, listening to your parents and aunts and uncles yelling at each other.
Don't do it on the show as much because, you've made it clear you want me to keep it light, and I think that's fair, and I think that's right. That just rhymed.
I know.
But anyway,
the whole show
fact
will be
is,
done in couplets.
so she starts cutting my hair. She starts giving me the shears right on the side of the head, and I look and I see she's got a basket right in front of her mirror on her little barber stand, and it's got a copy of the United States Constitution.
Oh, really?
Now that is usually it's got a copy of the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. And that, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that might want to get into a nice spirited political argument, is what I like to call a tell.
It is a
okay?
tell.
There's a certain type that usually carries that around, and that's been my experience. And that is let's just say,
I would say they really love America.
Well, I would say that they probably watch a lot of Fox News, and that's because
the liberals don't like the Constitution or the Bill
well,
of Rights?
the fact is the liberals don't use the Constitution as much as certain
Maybe
people
we
do.
should.
Maybe we should. You are such
a good idea.
Wow, you know what?
Don't say we. Don't say we and liberal in the same sentence, please. Don't say that.
Third consecutive day of Wednesday Oscar, and we're all benefiting from it.
I understand.
How
This
do you
is
have
true.
a Declaration and a Constitution in a basket? Are they rolled
Didn't
up?
open up the book, but it looked almost like
it's
a little
book.
Bible.
Okay.
Little Bible size.
Okay, so
is
it's
what
not
it
like
was.
the replica that you would buy at the archive.
No,
Okay.
not even close.
All
Just a
right.
tiny little maroon book. And I said, "Oh, you have the you have the United States Constitution on here. Why is that?"
You started
and well, because I look. She's got it there for a reason. She's fat barber lady has it there for some particular reason, right? So I'm gonna take notice of it. But she gets cagey.
I'm not going to look at her and say, hey, I see that double chin. Do you want to talk about your cholesterol?
No, this is. You're talking about what she said to me, of course. But anyway, so
Hey, I see that swastika on your mirror.
Take a look. By the way,
that?
5 pounds. Yeah, 5 pounds.
attaboy.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Just doing that to motivate myself. So I look at this thing. I said, "This Constitution," and then she gets cagey on me a little bit. She gets, and you know me, I don't like cagey.
No.
Because cagey makes me want to come at it some more.
This is dangerous, though. She's cutting your hair.
Yes, and she used a razor at one point. On my Yeah. So the thing's sitting there, and she said, "Yep, that's the Constitution." I said,
no.
So nothing. Silence. I'm like, clip, 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 clip. Why do you have the Constitution on your barber stand?
Pick.
And then it comes out. Well, I just think some people need to be reminded of what is in there. Clip, 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 clip. I said, and who would that be? Clip, 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 clip. Nothing. She's not saying anything. So fatty number 2 speaks up and says, well, I don't think our president has any idea what the Constitution is.
Oh, no.
And then it begins, and there it is, and silence. Because at this point I'm saying, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe not in the mood today, maybe not in the mood. And then
little do they know you had a billboard the size of a highway billboard in front of your house that said Obama or
and you
bust.
know what? And then this happens.
Oh, no.
The pause, then the other one that's cutting the other guy's hair. And speaking of that, did you see what happened in Ferguson with that shooting?
Oh, my God. And
there it is!
And that's when
there
the
it
shorts
is! That's
ripped
right.
off.
Barack Obama flew to Ferguson with a high-powered rifle to shoot 2 police officers. Because there it is.
To be fair,
and that's
Mike,
the whole
they're
thing.
still looking for suspects, and he has no alibi. So you can't rule it out.
And I've had it.
He was
I've
doing
had
mean tweets on Kimmel.
I know.
I've had it. I mean, it's just the mean tweets was funny. I thought that was great, but not presidential. But anyway, I've had it, and I'm not taking
tough.
it anymore. I'm not taking. And incidentally, it's not that I'm not taking an opposing point of view. I'm done with the hatred. I'm done with the hatred that's manufactured. But believe me, both teams, okay, and let me make this really, really clear. Both teams do all the hating that they can possibly do, okay? You've got the liberal Democrats and you've got the right-wing Fox watchers. They all do that, okay? But the fact is, down here where I live, I get spoon-fed a lot of the right-wing hate. There's just no avoiding
it's
it.
Privileged white America, Mike.
I get what's that?
Privileged white America.
Privileged white America. I will tell you this. You know,
hating is easy, Mike. Hating is the easiest thing to do.
I will say this, Oscar. I really feel there's one thing, and I never thought I'd say this because I didn't think I'd even pay attention to it. But I am outside of maintenance work and things like that.
Yeah.
There is not a lack of diversity down here, and I think that is a breeding ground for this kind of hatred, and that's why I get it all the time, and it just pissed me off. It just pissed me off, and so I said, well, ladies, before you go on, let me just let you know that I am a Ted Kennedy, Massachusetts, tree-hugging liberal socialist. Silence. Silence, silence, silence. I was just, and then really nothing happened afterwards.
Well, yeah,
and
it's tough.
it was just, and then, because I was done, I just want to hear them. I'm not going in to pay for a business to
You
go into
don't
business
talk
to
about
listen to her.
politics at your business.
Well, no, you don't.
In
And she's
any
got the
setting,
Constitution and Barack Obama. There you are. You haven't seen a black person come into your barbershop since probably the 1960s.
Right.
And when that happened, it was probably you shouldn't come. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It pissed me off. And I said the other day. Now, was this racist? No, I don't think so. Not even close. But she was making a connection between the shooting in Ferguson and Barack Obama. She made the connection. And the fact is, I'm not suffering that crap anymore.
You shouldn't.
I mean,
and
with
good
that
for
said,
you for speaking up.
Did you get half a haircut? Did they finish?
Yeah, is that why you're wearing
they finished. They finished the haircut. They finished the haircut.
How was the
But
haircut?
look,
How was it?
the haircut was actually not bad at all.
Oh, that's even worse, and you can't go back.
That's because you have so much white hair. They like it.
So what it is down here is, and this is what it is with. It feels like we're dividing up again. We're dividing up, and now we're just creating stuff.
Yeah.
Like who could say that the person that pulled the trigger in Ferguson shouldn't be put in jail and executed or thrown away for the rest of his life? Right. I'm all for that.
Right.
Son of a bitch, son of a whore. Really, screw you and your family. I hope you die a slow death. Who doesn't feel that way?
Yeah.
Who doesn't feel that way?
Yeah.
But to actually. You're getting broader strokes painted now. You're getting one team that goes, well, there you go. That's what you say, which is like, yeah, there you go.
And you know what? That's the exact same paintbrush that gives you, speaking of the president, what about Ferguson?
Yeah.
There's no connection there.
There's certainly a lot of people in this country that want to make that connection because they think because they did an investigation on a racist police department that they are at fault for what happened down there. And you know what? And I think that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Right.
It truly is. And it's just the same kind of stretch, I think, is where they accuse this particular police officer of shooting Michael Brown when probably most of the facts pointed to the fact that did not really happen. Both sides are true. But we have to form these teams all the time. Why can't we just frig are the facts? I want all the facts, for God's sake.
So let's work on that.
I got to move. What from here? You might be right. Yeah. For me, it's a drive across Alligator Alley. To be honest with you, I know there's certain pockets over here. You know what? That's the thing that's gotten me crispy critters down here. It's just the closed-minded people that are spewing propaganda. I'm not spewing propaganda. I think I hate both sides now. I really do.
But just seeing the Constitution there and saying, I know what this is about. I'm just going to get this haircut and get the hell out of here.
Just wasn't in the mood. Probably with all the activity that had gone on all week. You know what, Oscar? The reason I probably didn't clam up is because with the incident on the bus with the fraternity in Oklahoma, and then the shooting in Ferguson.
Yeah, but this is my point here. I'm never gonna. You're always gonna. You're your own man, as Rob is, and I am. We're gonna choose our battles. Though I would say that if you walked in and you heard them talking the way that they talked after you brought up the Constitution, there's the time to pipe up. But when you insinuate the conversation. In my humble
maybe
estimation,
incite would be the better word. I think I did incite.
When you incite the conversation, you're just as guilty.
You're right. I wanted to go. I wanted to go. And I think I'm mad. But you know what? I think I'm mad. I think I'm mad at the whole.
I think you're mad and you're
thing.
crispy, but also I think that you probably wouldn't have had a go like that if you thought it was going to get that ugly that quick.
Let me just say this. I want to go on record.
Sometimes it can be fun. To sort of poke at people.
Absolutely. But let me tell you how I feel right now. And I want to make my feelings known because you can sit on a fence and be making a statement, all right? I am sitting on a fence right now. There are members of the African-American community that are behaving at these protests horribly. I'm talking about the people that loot, the people that rob their fellow neighbors, that break windows, that use this as an opportunity for violence, okay? There are also, there's no evidence right now, and until I see that evidence that, this shooter was African-American, there is none. And you go, oh, come on, Mike. Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Maybe the odds point to that on sheer numbers of the people representing the pro. But we haven't had somebody arrested yet, so we don't know that for sure. But at the same time, these people, if they happen to be African-American, they're disgusting. They don't deserve to walk among us. They don't. At the same time,
whether they're white or African.
Yeah, this is a colorless
thing. But the fact is, I'm specifically talking about the African American community. On the Caucasian side of things, I think that there should be greater understanding among the Caucasian community about where this anger comes from. It's not just people effing off because they want to flap their gums. There's legitimate anger. All you have to do is read the statistics about people that get pulled over. Look what they did at this police department. There's legitimate grounds for anger. There is. Can't we just acknowledge? No, it doesn't justify violence in any way. But Oscar, the thing is, you're ignoring the fact that it does justify protest.
And
it does justify
that's what
protest.
the president
protesting ever since.
On Kimmel last night, the president said, he says, this is something that's worthy of protest. But the way they're protesting is wrong.
Absolutely.
And that's what it boils down to.
Yes.
You can do this
in a giant gray area.
Yes, you can do this in a way that is organized and it doesn't result in shooting deaths and looting and injuries and gunfire. And it's also going to be as effective, if not more effective.
And a word for law enforcement. My feeling about law enforcement, you have guys, the thing that it just should be said again and again and again. Every single time, if you are a cop that's going out there, you are risking your life. You're going out there it happens. That's what these people do. Well, they signed up for it. Yes, they signed up for it. So they choose to sign up for something that's much more dangerous than the vast majority of us do. So please respect the police officers. Please respect the fact that they are under, and I totally agree with the restraint that was used after the shooting. When you had that many guns that were in front of that police department, they did a tremendous job. At the same time, I think we have anybody that doesn't think we have a racist problem in this country is completely full of crap. We have to really think about the racial issues in this country. And that's it. So what have I just said? I've just argued kind of both sides, haven't I? I mean, it's in the middle.
Stated facts.
And
stated facts. Yeah.
You've educated us when you see the Constitution, whether it's cartoon size or pocket size.
That I should shut up?
No, that we know what you're up to.
We have an eye on you, Mr. Scholarship winner. And
I'm sure there are plenty of left-wing liberal Democrats that carry the Constitution around. I'm sure that they do. I mean, it's a document that both sides have.
I don't know.
I don't carry the Constitution. I don't carry the Declaration. I do have a couple manifestos I carry.
And
just for reference.
I judge you for carrying it because there's probably an app that has it. Like, why not carry the digital version?
That's good.
This is true.
She had the iPhone 6 and a lot.
Pony's looking for the app right now. Okay, Rob.
Mike, real quick.
I'm not the only one that gets angry at barbershops. You get angry at banks, don't you?
I got a check from the corporation because I had to settle up some expenses, and it was a small check, $57, and I took it. And
$57 we'll never see.
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead. I didn't say anything.
And had to take care of some stuff, and I took it to. I won't say what bank.
Can I tell you, Rob, real quick, just to pull the curtain back? And this is what's great about the show.
All right, this is what's great.
He's drumming his fingers. He starts drumming his fingers already.
He's got the
starts drumming his fingers already.
Mike and I have had quick conversations where you're the only guy that'll submit like a receipt for $9.70 and write himself a check for $9.70.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike's like, well, why do I have all these little receipts? And I said, well, just Rob, he needs his money back. And he goes, why for $9.70? And I was like, you got to talk to Rob about that, man. I don't know what to do.
I actually added mine up, my $57 receipts. And I will be submitting an expense for $47,324 to the Mike O'Mara show. No,
when you do it, Mike, don't take it to the bank to cash it, and I'll tell you why.
Way to move right by it, Rob. Very good.
Not trying to write the ship or anything.
I understand.
By the way, I got a text from my father. He was looking at pinups when you talk to him. So I won't out the name of the bank, but it rhymes with Schmank of America. And I went in, and they had two tellers that were just having the time of their life, talking to everybody about everything, as the line is 6 people deep, okay? And this is the kind of bank where they had a lot of people at desks where there's I'm going to put this paper here, I'm going to put this paper here, but only 2 tellers, okay? And I finally get up to the dandily dressed teller. All right, and I'm talking.
Is this a male?
Yes. the lightest of gray suits, almost white, and a tie with orange and yellow.
Mr. Spivak is indicating he may be a homosexual.
No! You see, that's what you perceived. I'm just saying this guy is dressed like a foppish dandy. And so I say, hello, I've been there a good long time now. I'd say I've been in line over 10 minutes, and that's too long. I said, I'd like to cash this check. He says, well, do you have an account here? I said, no, I don't. He says, and why don't you have an account here? And he smiles like he's got me. Oh, my God. I said, I don't have an account here because I bank elsewhere. He says, I'm going to need a thumbprint from you. And he gives me the ink pad. And so I do the thumbprint on the check. And he says, we've got to do something about getting you to bank here. And I said, I am, and I at this point,
he's talking to the wrong guy.
I'm so already mad from having to wait in the line that I don't want to deal with small talk. So what I say to him is, I am extraordinarily happy where I bank. And he said, okay. And then he turns to one of the other slow-moving women and says, can you cash this check? And she says, yes, that'll be a $6 charge. I said,
why are you cashing a $56 check?
Because that's what you do with a check.
No, you just deposit it and then you forget about it.
But I was at the bank and I wanted to just change it for cash.
They're going to charge you. But hold on, Oscar. We got to keep our eyes on the price.
Oscar's missing the point.
They're going to charge you $6 to cash a check?
Yes, and I said there must be some mistake. This is a check drawn.
What's the
on
percentage of 57? What is $6 into?
That's
what's
like
that
12,
percentage?
That's about 11 or 12%.
You can go to a liquor store and do the same thing.
And, it's insane.
And I said to the guy, I said,
banks suck.
There must be some mistake because this is a check drawn on your bank. He says there will be a $6 charge because you don't have an account here.
Yeah.
Would you like me to go through with it? I said, no, give me the check. And I was turning around and I was looking at him right through the glass. I said, and this is why I don't bank here. And I'm walking by the line of people, which is now even longer because now I'm the slow customer. And he yells over the glass at me. He says, I'm so sorry you have that feeling. And if you think about that, that's not even grammatically right. He's not sorry that I have a feeling. He should be sorry that his bank sucks.
Okay.
I'm still crept out that he's got to cash this check.
I know. You'll two have to take that up on your own time there. And Rob?
Yes.
We're going to need that check back. Anyway, we'll take a break.
It's got thumb ink all over it.
There we go. We'll take a break. Come back with Oscarazzi right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
This week on the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show.
Well, April 1st is a Wednesday. April Fool's is a Wednesday. So it is the 13th where
the
we
week
go.
of the 13th.
The week of the 13th. So technically it is it's about the third week. It's about the third week. And technically the second week, but we'll see what happens.
The second full week. And
well, what do you do? What the do you do when you get Wednesday? It falls on April 1st. When the middle of the fucking week is April is Wednesday.
Write a letter,
and it's
Mike.
April, and that's the thing. Do you call
Write a letter to the calendar.
Wednesday to the
calendar. Okay, you know we're taking a vacation. We're taking a fucking vacation the second full week of April.
The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Because 5 hours a week just ain't enough. Always available at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
I believe our Friday show and our bonus show will mesh quite nicely today.
I think so.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We've told you that Harry's gives you the best shave of your life. Harry's puts nearly a century of shaving experience into each blade from their German factory for a superior shave every time. We all use it on the show. We love Harry's. But what you need to know is that Harry's will save you money.
True.
And I think we're so satisfied with the shave we get, we don't talk about the savings enough.
Yep.
Since they make their own blades, you get an amazing shave at a fraction of the price of drugstore brands. Go into your drugstore and check out what they're selling. I mean, it's really amazing when you see the
precious,
comparison.
Mike, that drugstore blades are kept lock and key under plastic. Why?
Absolutely.
It's razor
Upgrade your
blades,
shave for less money than you pay now. It makes good sense. Try it, and you'll be a Harry's guy for life. With extra dough in your pocket, you can get $5 off your first purchase with our code TMOS. That means the starter set is only $10. You get the razor, 3 blades, and a bottle of shaving cream, all sent straight to your door with free shipping. And as always, your satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Go to harrys.com right now. Enter the code TMOS at checkout for $5 off your first order of a starter set. That's right. the code TMOS. You get a month's worth of shaving for just $10. That's HARRYS.com and the TMOS code at checkout, and change the way you shave forever. And now, without further ado, it is time, because it's Friday, for Oscar Razzi.
Hey, fellas.
Hi.
Miley Cyrus is in love.
Oh, thank Christ.
And that love is Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Now, they've been dating for a while. Remember, she was at the grand opening of his pizza place.
Yeah.
What was it called? Marijuana Pizza, I think it was called.
They are fully in love, and TMZ is reporting that it's not a casual love. They are telling their friends they're thinking about getting married soon.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. We might have to interview Patrick Schwarzenegger on Monday's show.
You know
Might
what
be
that
necessary.
means, Mike? That means that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Billy Ray Cyrus are going to be in-laws.
Can you imagine? Seriously, I believe if we don't have a cure for cancer yet, we will soon.
Oh, man, that's going to be
Disney
the best
movie.
best Thanksgiving ever.
That's
Multiple
right.
sources connected with Miley and Patrick tell us that the relationship is intense. Miley is in and out of Patrick's home, and she dresses conservatively when Maria Shriver is around.
And it
That's
could
a
be
big
an actual.
tell.
I'm thinking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Billy Ray Cyrus. It could actually be a Wheel of Fortune before and after clue. You know?
Exactly.
My achy breaky back. No, I'll be achy breaky back.
I thought this is interesting.
Okay.
Just that she, a woman that's on Twitter all the time being hypersexual.
Right.
And at times, look, her music you can't deny. The music is solid.
It's part of a great corporation.
Music's good. I find her foul. She
You know
grosses
what?
me
I
out.
don't find her foul.
That's a great word for it.
She grosses me out.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexually attractive to in her.
Like when she sat down with Matt Lauer and said, I have a lot of sex, but you don't because you're 50. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and she's just she's nasty.
Well, I think it's just nice that she's in such a relationship that she's trying to change her ways for Maria Shriver. How do you think Maria Shriver feels about all of
Oh
this?
my God! Well, hey, Maria Shriver gets what she deserves. I mean, really, she married that bonehead.
That's true.
I mean, really, I
Well, that's
remember
her
back then
kids.
being a Kennedy file back in the day, and
Yeah.
I remember when it was like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She's marrying Conan the Barbarian. What the hell?" Well, all right, yeah.
Gentlemen, Nancy Schneiderman, she is leaving NBC News
Oh,
as
Dr. Nancy Snyderman,
Yes.
yeah.
As their chief,
Is this after the whole Ebola thing? 'Cause,
as their chief medical correspondent after the Ebola scare when she came back and she was under quarantine,
Right.
self-quarantine.
Right.
And she went out to get a bite to eat.
It was Chinese food, I think.
Yes. And remember, she didn't actually go in the restaurant. She actually just went to pick up the takeout.
That's right.
Which is even worse.
They slid another doctor in her place within 5 minutes. She was replaced immediately.
And they did the Fox thing. What they did is they replaced her with someone who looks and talks like her, so that the
Exactly.
average dumb Today Show viewer won't
Right.
notice.
Yep,
That's
it was
us.
scary.
That's what
Yeah,
they
I thought
does.
we
I liked her a lot.
We interviewed her, I think, on the old show, Rob.
Yeah.
We got a chance to interview Nancy Snyderman, and she was terrific. I thought she did a really, really nice
I
job.
thought-
Wait, is she going to land anywhere or
Snyderman
what?
said she's going back to her roots, where she is going back to higher education.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good.
So
She'll be a
teaching
professor
somewhere, right?
That's
Good.
code
Glad
for
to have her in
pot.
How much do you think a network rep like that makes? Annually,
probably over $500,000
Really?
a year.
I was going to say a
Probably.
quarter. I was gonna say a quarter million.
Mm-hmm.
She's only on
Yeah.
once in a while, but she's on call all the time,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Probably makes more than Tom Costello.
Living at the airport.
By the way,
Yeah.
I love Tom Costello, and I have a soft spot in my heart for him because
Tom
he's
Costello?
always in Bethesda,
Yeah.
our national airport.
Exactly. Yeah,
He lives in a
absolutely.
kiosk. You know, he has a part-time job selling cell phone chargers.
We might want to get off the whole NBC thing for a while, guys, with
Well,
our
I'm a big fan.
future shows. Thank you.
Mama June is back in the news.
Nice.
Nice.
She was spotted in Los Angeles just days ago, where she said that TLC is in her rearview mirror, and she's in LA to pitch new shows.
Wow.
Good luck with that. She'll succeed. She'll say there'll be somebody that'll hire her. Absolutely, 100%.
But to be fair, she uses her rearview mirror a lot and also a wand.
I see it. I see it.
I seen it.
I see it, honey bear, or whatever the stupid names
Did
are
you
there.
guys, and Mike, you mentioned this yesterday, but Will Ferrell did play all MLB stadiums, all of them in one day in the Cactus League, going helicopter to helicopter from each stadium, coming out in the uniform for each team. And if you've ever been to the Cactus League, it's much closer than it would be in the Grapefruit League where Mike is. The stadiums are, right?
Mm-hmm. So the Arizona spring training locations are a little easier to get to.
A little
right?
easier to get to. Because you, as far as Florida's, you could go to one ball game and then drive 2 hours to go to another ball game, correct?
I could do, within about a 2.5 hour radius, I could see probably 9 different spring training cities.
Yeah, but you couldn't do it with Adam Sternberg because he's
No, because he's got to take his daughter somewhere, and I knew that would happen too. But thank you, Adam.
Anything from Ann?
No, nothing from man. I would say you have at least within 40 minutes, roughly a good 7 different stadiums, which is great, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, but Will Ferrell in a fight for cancer was able to play every position, 10 different MLB teams in one day.
He hit 5
How do you feel about that, Rob?
I feel that Oscar should do one more story, and then we'll do the audio vault.
You're not a fan?
Not a fan.
I'm
not a fan of cancer, not a fan of Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
Glad
not a
he
fan
did
of
it.
Will Ferrell.
Glad
Yeah.
he did it. I think that's
Sure.
nice. But
Yeah, whatever.
what an unfunny ass.
Speaking of ass, do you know who Coco is, Mike?
The gorilla?
No.
I love you, Coco.
I love you, Coco. I advanced on her. I love you, Coco. She grabbed me right in the balls.
Ice-T's wife. Do me a
her.
favor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do me a favor, Mike. Just
Oh,
quickly.
the blonde,
Yeah,
the blonde lady.
Yeah,
I know
Yeah,
her.
with the big boobs. I know.
She's Coco-licious now, and she's coming out with
she
her
is.
new lingerie. And she's modeling it herself. Ann Rouser's calling me right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
Sounds
God,
like a
it is.
cereal.
Oh, she just made it in the
Hold
nick
on,
of time.
Coco.
If she-
Ann, enough talking. I'm going to call you right back on Skype, and you're going to answer the phone, all right? Okay, thank you. All right, you follow the rules, everything will be all right. Hold on.
God. Can we
Is
break
she a handful?
and
Is
come
she-
back?
You want to take a break? All right, we'll take a
I'd
break,
like
and
that.
we will
Oscar
come back.
Rossi with Ann
Thank you, Oscar. Oscar multitasking right there. We'll take a break and come right back. Hi, everybody. It's Mike O'Mara here with some exciting news for all of you Mike O'Mara Show fans. We have upgraded our app for iOS and Android. Now you can listen on your phone, and it's the best and most powerful way to listen to TMOS that has ever been invented in the world. Download your free app upgrade at the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store and get ready to listen to TMOS in an easier way than you ever have before. That's right. We've upgraded our app, and it's incredible. Enjoy listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the show, Rob. We got a special Amazon today. What's real quick? We got to get through that.
Okay,
Get right there.
real quick for Amazon, what you need to know, Mike, is the Cuisinart 14-piece deluxe stainless steel grill set. Here's the good news. The spatula has a bottle opener. It's $20 off this week. Cuisinart 14-piece deluxe stainless steel grill set. Back to you, Thirsty.
Best way to support the show, MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, and you get what you want, you need, in the easiest way possible. Remember, click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and if you're smart, you'll bookmark it, bitch. That's what we want to say. We're calling now Ann Rauscher. I believe that's the correct pronunciation of her name, and we'll take care of this business.
She said she's shaking.
I'm going to apologize.
Oh, you are?
Hi, this is Ann.
Ann, I'm sorry. I first of all have to apologize for yelling at you before on the show. You weren't here, but I might have cursed your name, but it doesn't change the fact that we gave you the opportunity to call back before the end of the show, and I am sitting here looking at your 2 tickets to the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Boston Red Sox that you'll be going with your 10-year-old son. And Ann, based on what you've put me through today, if you want to stay home and let Mr. Ann come to the game with the son, that's fine with me as well, but you're coming all the way from Iowa, and you will be available. Will you be available, Ann, Sunday, March 29th?
Yes, we have made the arrangements. We will be available. Oh, my God.
And congratulations, you are going to the ball game. Yay!
Oh, my God. Thanks, guys. I'm, dying right now. It's not even funny.
Don't die.
Good for you. And the fact is, Ann, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm
What happened there?
I hit that by accident.
That's an
Ann,
accidental
congratulations. We'll see you at the ball game, and we'll call you with the details, okay?
Okay, thank you guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. That's cool.
100% chance when we call her back, she doesn't answer.
Big win.
It counts.
It counts. Good save.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
So glad they're sitting back at me. All right. Without further ado, let's open up the audio vaults. We are running out of time here. Friday, March 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Rob Spiewak, take it away.
Oh, very scary, Mike. Friday the 13th.
No.
That's enough. Okay. I have, through the years, grown to be a bigger fan of Robert Downey Jr. than when he was a young brat packer. I thought he was great in Chaplin. I like the Iron Man franchise. Yesterday, he did something so cool, and we have it on our YouTube page. It's really a great, happy tearjerker. It's a young man was born with an underdeveloped arm. And he got a company or got involved with a company that made this kid an arm. They actually made it on a 3D printer.
Cool.
But he delivered it to the kid in a box that said Stark Industries. The kid loves Iron Man, and here he is.
Cool. How old's the kid?
The kid looked to be like 11 or 12.
Okay, all right.
Maybe even
Very
a little
good.
younger than that. And here he is delivering the arm to him.
Well, I thought I'd bring one of my gauntlets and match it up with yours and see if everything's copacetic. You want to have a look?
Sure.
What do you say we both try them on, do a progress report?
Okay.
This is so cool.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
What's his name?
Robert.
Great.
And what was so cool is that the kid's arm
God love
worked
him.
perfectly, and the prop arm that Robert Downey Jr. had, one of the lights was out. And he said, looks like you got a better arm than me. But if you're
good.
talking about a celebrity using his power for good, that's a
That's
heart
really
warmer
cool.
right there. So
Can
I
we put
applaud
that
him.
up on the YouTube channel?
It is
up there already now.
It is there.
Oh,
Take a
that's
peek at it.
fantastic.
But
Good
the YouTube
stuff.
channel doesn't have the bionic sound effect.
That's the old ones. That's the Steve Austin one.
I remain a big fan. Mike, they approach. It's really got to be a slow day in Los Angeles when the paparazzi's on Larry King. And TMZ ran into Larry about a week ago, and I think he's with Chance and Cannon.
Okay.
And they ask, who are now big, dumb-looking teenagers, and they ask him if he wants to host Fashion Police, and he's just so Larry.
Mr. King,
Yes, sir.
there's a huge search right now for the next co-host of E's Fashion Police. Would
I'll
you
do
be
it.
you're
I'll do
very
it.
interested?
Yes, I'll do it. The Fashion Police.
Gee, you
The
dress
culmination
nice.
of my career. I don't like the stripes, but I like the look. I like the
sounds
jacket.
old.
Poor Larry.
I like the shoe.
Oh, he looks old, too.
He sounds so much older now. You know, as much as I've busted Larry's balls for 30 years, I swear to God,
Yeah.
it seems like that. But, I don't like seeing Larry get old. That
No,
makes me
that's
sad.
sad.
I don't like that.
For our
That's a bummer.
musicians out there, his posture resembles a bass clef.
Vans, I'm pretty sure. Who?
Vans, I'm pretty sure.
Vans. Okay, I like it. So far, I like both. I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Jeans, a little zipper jacket looks good.
Looks-
Meanwhile,
looks good on
I'm
you.
always in shape.
Yes, sir.
Fashion Police.
Thank you.
And it's also, he's just poorly mic'd and not talking to the camera. He says, do you
Right.
want to be on Fashion Police? Yeah, I like stripes.
Well, they have those, the paparazzi, those scumbags have those condenser mics where, you hear the, hey, Brittany, can you say something? Hey, Brittany. Yeah.
Who makes you shoes?
Okay,
I like
stripes.
zippers.
I like stripes, can, chance.
All right, so I think it's an Australian reporter did a bit with Bear Grylls where she was forced to eat a worm, and they did a taped piece, and they came back to it. These are not mature broadcasters, but here's coming back from the taped piece where she ate a worm. This is the first question she got.
Oh, dear. So did you swallow? Did you? Or did you spit it out? I swallowed the worm. And it was done. Interesting to know. Interesting to note. I'm impressed that you swallowed. I really am. Very interesting. Lee, is there anything else you'd like to say about that story that I worked very hard on for many hours? What I would like to say... Timmy, I worship Timmy, you. It's all right. All I want to say is very interesting to note that none of you were available for that shoot that day.
What I like is that that's not a studio audience. That's the crew that is laughing at her.
They talk about women loving the Australian men's accent. I love an Australian woman's accent.
Even when she's bitchy.
Yeah, but I don't
Hello.
think... Problem is,
How are you?
I don't think she swallowed.
I worked very hard on it.
Now, we referenced this earlier. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't play it for you. Last night, Barack Obama reading mean tweets about himself on the Kimmel Show.
Is there any way we could fly Obama to some golf course halfway around the world and just leave him there? Well, RW is surfer girl. I think that's a great idea. A 30 rack of Coors Light is $23 now at Sunstop. Thanks, Obama. How do you make Obama's eyes light up? Shine a flashlight in his ears. That's pretty good. Somebody send Obama some life hacks on how to be a good president. Ha ha. Like I bet that would help. LOL. You know, the LOL is redundant when you have the ha ha.
One more.
I'm all right with the president wearing jeans. I'm not all right with the president wearing those jeans.
And you know, Mike, I think I'm like you. I'm conflicted. I really like the bit, but it's not presidential.
It's not presidential, but it also, to me, with the climate we're in now, I think maybe him, go on a show like that and let loose. He's leaving. He's leaving.
But historians say he was the first president to read angry tweets since Lyndon Johnson. So there's that's your magic audio ball. Have a great weekend,
that's it.
Everybody.
We're out of here. That's it. Another week has come and gone. Want to thank everybody for. I wish I could have given you all tickets to go to the game,
He's
but
lying.
just want to say, Adam Sternberg, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. No, Adam, it's your kids. I know that. Another Mike O'Mara show's come and gone. If you want to send us anything, it's TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. To get your message or birthday request into the Wednesday mailbag, email Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And we rely on your word of mouth. Tell a friend or family member. Do it this weekend. Tell them about TMOS. And make sure they get it, too. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana. Hey, don't forget the bonus show. And if you haven't subscribed, it's coming up today. You want to check that out. You can listen to it this weekend or today, right after this show. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.